Let's do it. Fish at 6. I scheduled it for 6:05 because I had things to do. Jazz hands. And now I'm early because we need to do this. Mike Fisher reporting from rainy Frisco, Texas, where it was not a media day at the Star, but boy, it was a day nevertheless. We will walk you through every single thing that happened, and it's going to be the truth. Okay? Jason Z, hey Fish, my son wants you to get traded to the Bears or move to Chicago so he can get the straight dope on the Bears. Well, we'll give you straight dope on the Broncos. We'll expand our horizons. Of course, if you follow our channel here, the Fish Report, you can see, boy, oh boy, IndyCar Tim, Bree Amaranthus, who will be at the Mavericks game for us tonight on DallasBasketball.com and Sports Illustrated. Trey Smith on college football. And on and on and on and on with the 75-member staff really flexing his muscles. Lando. The Lando show. We're having a lot of fun. You guys are clicking on my colleagues' programs here on the Fish Report by the thousands. It's very good. Okay, let's do this the smartest way we can. First of all, this is what I'm having for dinner today. I'm having a protein bar, except it's 230 calories. Wouldn't it be easier to just have a... No. Let's do the right thing. Protein bar. Protein bar in the car. Oh, yeah. That's great. Oh, boy. Hold on a second. Boy, oh, boy. That's really good. That's so good. I think I'll save it for later. Let's start at quarterback. Dak Prescott was at the Star working on Monday. They got through one, man. They were lucky and smart and good that worked out the way it did. And I mean that in all the best ways. Can Cooper Rush ever do that again? What he did in the second half? Wouldn't you like to not have to find out? No offense to Cooper Rush. Wouldn't you like to not have to find out? Day Lunatic says, every time I see a Fish video, I feel like it's my birthday. Yeah, today's my birthday. Can you believe it? I made it to another one. Thank you, Roland's Reviews. Happy birthday, Uncle Fish. The Lunatic says, once the NFL has film on you, they learn. Yeah, the point is, this is an old baseball thing. Boy, that new pitcher that just came up for the minor leagues, boy, he's going to get us in the first and second inning, but by the time we get to the 6th and 7th, we're going to figure him out. Maybe that's part of Cooper Rush's deal. Maybe he's better than we thought. In our reports in Minnesota after the game, I said, the Cowboys deserve credit for being right. And lucky. And good. This week is all about Dak Prescott. That'll be the end of that. And Dak Prescott will be back to close to normal. He'll use the phrase 100% again. Is his calf going to be 100% by Sunday against the Broncos? I don't know about that. Are you always, like my trainer man says, are you always going to have a slightly different gait after you have your ankle surgically repaired that way? Yes, but then you adjust to it. The Hurt family sent me a very provocative email today. You can send me emails too, but you better have a damn good reason. You can do that by saying, you know what, I think I want some of that Fish sports art we're going to put on display here this week. For $100, you're going to get the coolest thing you ever got. Cowboy-related, family-related, or whatever. My email, dbmrfish19@yahoo.com. And, of course, the Stars and Strife book. I took 5 of them to the mailbox today. I just happen to have one here. Stars and Strife. If you want the Cowboys bestseller book, dbmrfish19@yahoo.com. This one's got a tiniest little wrinkle of a page, but that you won't care. because you'll be leafing through this thing and eating it up. Your pages are going to be all ruffled and fluffled anyway. Stars and Stripes. Okay, so that's the quarterback story. Derek Williams says, you don't look a day over 35. He's an Uncle Fish Premium subscriber. Yeah, I know I don't look a day over 35. I look 20 years over 35. How about that? Thank you, Cowboys Abroad, for the happy birthday wish. Now let's go to wide receiver. Michael Gallup, and I think Michael Gallup will practice fully this week. Richard Gary says, happy birthday, Fish. You remind me of my uncle, my beloved. Uncle Muff is his name. Lenny Love got his shirt from Priscilla, from the Priscilla t-shirt shop. That's the Uncle Fish junk shop, but it's not junk. It's fantastic. You can see the link here below. 09 Max wants offensive line questions answered. Position by position is the way we're doing it tonight. Rodney says, don't let Fish fool you. He sleeps with that book. Oh, I do. Some people have a gun under their pillow. I have Stars and Strife. It nurses me to sleep, as do your $30 pitch-ins. Go to PayPal, find me at dbmrfish19 at yahoo.com, and give me your address, and we'll fix you up. So wide receiver, Michael Gallup doesn't just roll in and get all of his snaps back, does he? Jim Law says you can join Uncle Fish Premium, $1.99, and there's a link to do it. Jason says, let's talk Jalen Smith. We've got to get to position by position, I tell you. We do this in an organized fashion. And stream of consciousness, and whatever the hell I damn please. So, Cedric Wilson needs to play. Maybe Amari Cooper with the tweaked hamstring. Maybe we turn him down a notch. Certainly in practice we do. Tight ends. The tight end news for this week has to do not with the Cowboys, but with the Broncos. Noah Fant, who's a good one. Broncos tight end. He's got the COVID. The Bradley Anai and Tank Lawrence information I will have for you later tonight. We will have a video up in a couple hours. Running back. If you want to be amused, go Google Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know what the word. Ezekiel Elliott's lost it. Ezekiel Elliott sucks. Ezekiel Elliott Vikings. But you got to do it while people were writing this in the first half or tweeting this in the first half. You morons. I want people that don't understand what Ezekiel Elliott's job is to go back and look at the entirety of that game, especially what was the game-winning to win the game-winning play. The catch and run for the first down completely, over the course of 6 seconds, changes the entire mindset of the Cowboys offense in the final 2 minutes. Mr. Brandy comes on into the Uncle Fish Premium Club. Thank you, Mr. Brandy. I don't like to play, Canis Mas Macho. I don't. But football is about that. What Ezekiel Elliott did there was special. If Dalvin Cook would have done that, they'd name a street after him. And, of course, Dalvin Cook does that plenty in Minnesota. Instead, they're trying to fire everybody in Minnesota now after this. Ezekiel Elliott slices through, outruns, outmaneuvers, and bowls through 4 guys to get a first down in a behind-the-chain situation, and changes the whole strategy of McCarthy and Moore and Rush and the rest. Instead of, at least we're going to get a field goal. Oh, no, now we're going to get a touchdown. These people, these critics need to quit thinking this is fantasy football. We also need to quit doing the foolishness. He's got to get 1,500 yards. No, he doesn't. He doesn't even have to get 1,000 yards. That doesn't matter. Not on good teams. Doesn't make any difference. They need to get first downs, touchdowns, and wins. That's it. That's running back. We've covered quarterback, we've covered running back, we've covered wide receiver, we've covered tight end. Let's get to the offensive line. This is so easy. Tyron Smith, I did the video on this earlier. I suggest you go grab it. It's good. Jerry says bone spur. As I pointed out in the video earlier today, which I encourage you to go get, it's got the Lyle Collins and the no regrets tattoo on his neck. Because Lyle Collins insists. Everything I did, I don't have any regrets. I thought, I do. I sure do, Lyle. I have regrets for you. I know like 100 million Cowboy fans that have regrets for you. Does that count? A bone spur doesn't necessarily cause you to have to leave games. So I suspect that it's a bone spur in combination with an ankle sprain. That's just my educated, fake medical guess. So I don't know that a week of rest fixes the bone spur, but a week of rest can fix the ankle sprain, if that's indeed a factor here. Sit him. Sit him Wednesday. Sit him Thursday. Sit him Sunday. Jerry said, well, we got some options. We're going to look at all the alternatives at left tackle. We're going to look at Terrence Steele. Why would you look at Terrence Steele at left tackle? He's the right tackle. And he's just now getting good at it. Not moving him. You shouldn't. And we'll look at Ty and Secchi. Well, we looked at Ty and Secchi, and that was fine. That worked. But Ty and Secchi isn't better than Lyle Collins. He's not even close to better. You play Lyle Collins at left tackle. And that's that. Thomas says, let's go get Henry Ruggs. I think the sheriff's going to get Henry Ruggs, so we're going to pass on him. Lee Majors, one of the funniest guys on this Fish Report, just signed up for the Uncle Fish Premium Club. Thank you. Vamos. Steele practice at left tackle. That's back when he sucked. That's back when we didn't know if he was making the team. It's a little different now. Joe Durden signs up for the Uncle Fish Premium Club. Douglas, did Bossman Fat play in the game? We'll get to the secondary in a minute. This is easy. Now, competition can make it hard. What about competition at left guard? What about competition at center, which there isn't going to be because the other guys can't snap the ball like Tyler Biadasz can snap the ball. But this isn't hard. Sit, Tyron. Play LC. That's it. Now to the defensive line. And let's do defensive line, linebackers, pass rushers. First of all, Randy Gregory was very difficult to block. Hey, a lot of new guys tonight, a lot of new members. Thank you, men and women in Cowboys Nation. And then a lot of people hitting the like button. Please do that. Yeah, let me say this, Cowboys Broad. Lyle Collins is not in the coach's doghouse as much as he's in the organization's doghouse. Let's put it that way. They're mad at him. They're upset with him. For acting like a clown. They really couldn't block Randy Gregory. They really couldn't block Micah Parsons. If you had Von Miller on this team as a spot helper, maybe they couldn't block him either as a spot helper. So, Good Morning Football, really good show, fun show. The Hurt family is the one that alerted me to this. They reported that the Cowboys tried to trade for Von Miller. Nope, they did not. I'm doing this on my phone, otherwise I'd show you my text. I won't show you who it's from. And I asked the question, did you guys even chase Von Miller in trade a little bit? And the answer, nope. Now, you don't have to like the answer. What was the trade for him that the Rams did? Was it a 2 and a 3? That's a 2 and a 3 for a rental. And maybe it'll turn out great. But that's not the way this organization wants to roll. That's not the way they generally roll. I'm not saying anything's right or wrong. Blue Lil, if you contact Priscilla, she will personally babysit your ability to get the right size shirt. So, are the Cowboys giving up that in trade? No. Were the Cowboys going to give up whatever in trade? They didn't pursue it. I'm sure they called. I'm sure they touched base, but they did not pursue it. Did you guys try even a little bit to take a swing at a trade for Von Miller? And the Cowboys' answer is no. So I'm not trying to get in a pissing match with anybody at the network, but the answer is no. Made a good headline. Killed a segment, but it didn't happen. Somebody did point out that Peter Schrager, who's great at his job, is that how you say his name, Peter Schrager? That he is close with the Rams coach, Sean McVay. So I wonder where that angle might have come from. The Rams have every reason to announce to the world, we won! We beat out the Cowboys and the Bills. I can't speak for the Bills, don't know anything about the Bills. They didn't win out over the Cowboys because it never happened. Jabril Cox goes to IR after the surgery, as we told you earlier today. Find the video. My friend Jalen gets released by the Packers. Somebody put a comment below saying, Fish, we told you that he wasn't any good. You told us that he was going to go to Green Bay. I did? I told you he was going to go to Green Bay and kick ass? I don't remember that. Find me that video so I can apologize. I recognize what Jalen Smith is. They paid him $775,000. Probably prorated. He probably didn't even get all that. I assume not. I don't remember saying, Jalen Smith's going to go to Green Bay and kill you, Cowboys, bastards. I don't remember that. And then the guy has a bunch of misspelled words in his post. Listen, one thing, if you're going to come on here and try to debate what we're doing here, you must bring something of intellect to the table. It's all I ask. Jalen might land somewhere again. I hope he does. I believe me. What I've said about Jalen Smith on this show is I wish him the best. What I've said about Jalen Smith on this show is I want him involved in my company, in my family, in my circle of friends, in my church. That's what I've said about Jalen Smith. I've not said Jalen Smith's going to go there and dominate. Ridiculous. In your attempts to make me look like a fool, you look like a fool for claiming that I said that. What about Jalen coming back here? He doesn't play special teams. Jabril Cox's job was special teams, most of all. This is a team that plays two linebackers. If you're the fourth linebacker on a team that plays two, you better play special teams. So, Francis Bernard Francis? How about that? Byron, where's this defense been all my life? Well, I don't know how old you are, but you must be younger than 25, I guess. But yeah, this is a playmaking defense. Charlie, I'm a fan of the idea of Joe Thomas, but remember they passed on that 2 weeks ago. So there's your linebackers. What I'm saying about this defense is it a great defense? I don't know about that. Oh, by the way, yeah. In addition to Tank Lawrence is going to start doing something, I think, next week. I don't know about sooner, but I think next week. Tristan Hill is coming on. I don't know what he does. I've never seen him do anything. And Sir Neville Gallimore, sir, is coming on. this is why they released Bradley and I. It's not that he did anything wrong. It's they need room for guys. Jabril Cox, when we talk about, hey, they should add a guy. Wait a minute now. How much room do you think they have? They can't add a bunch of guys because they're bringing back Gallup. They brought back Kelvin Joseph. They're eventually bringing back Tank Lawrence. They're definitely eventually bringing back Sir Neville Gallimore. Maybe they're bringing back Tristan Hill. There's too many guys. Fish, do you think the Cowboys will sit Dak Prescott this Sunday? No. No. He wants to play against the Broncos. Oh, we should mention Luke Gifford in this pile too, I believe. Thank you, Matthew, for throwing that in there, right? Luke Gifford, yeah, that's in the mix. Gifford and Bernard, that's correct. To the secondary, this is a good defense with great playmakers. Randy Gregory is a playmaker, and now he's starting to do it every week. Micah Parsons, playmaker, and he can do it at linebacker. He was a beast in Minnesota. Minnesota couldn't solve the Dallas defense. Look at their weapons, and they couldn't do anything. And Randy and Micah, and then Trayvon Diggs. That's three terrific playmakers, one at each level, helping a good team get great results. Fantasy Island, we don't need D-Law back. He's on your salary cap. Why would you not want him back? He's in the building. Why would you not want him back? Playmakers at every level. I can't figure out how Minnesota couldn't find a way to take advantage of Anthony Brown, but they couldn't. How could they not throw on Kearse? They did once, but how could they not beat him on a consistent basis? They couldn't. How could they not find coverage weaknesses with the safeties? They couldn't. How could they not find run defense issues with the defensive tackles? They couldn't. You guys are absolutely right. Derek and Dollar, Anthony Brown, friend of the show, is fine. He's fine. If Kelvin Joseph comes on at some point and is finer, that's great. Fish, when's Connor Williams going to be benched? There will be a competition this week at left guard. Connor McGovern can play left guard. Lyle Collins can play left guard. There'll be a competition at left guard. Chris says, let's smash that like button. Yeah, please do that. Thank you, guys. Justin Hamilton deserves mention. Defensive backs hitting deserves mention. Jim Laws is going to fix whatever link we're looking at to make sure you get into the Uncle Fish Premium Club. We had like 2,000 new subscribers in the last 10 days or something. Thanks to you. JC, the GOAT, $4.99 says, Cooper Rush played well. Why didn't we pick up Fitzmagic? Well, that would have cost you $10 million. Cooper Rush cost you 10 cents. And that's a big part of what they did. Country, is Tyron going to miss some games? I'm saying this would be a good week to let him miss one game. That's not in his nature. He won't like it. TD Weedy, we're covering that angle, and we covered it earlier today on a video, and we did touch on it. This video, of course, Fish at 6, will live forever, so you can go back and watch it in its entirety. We will have a video later tonight on the Tank Lawrence, Bradley, and I situation. I hope we've covered the Von Miller thing for you again. As I've said to you many times about straight dope and no BULLSH. I guess I could do a video making it sound like they did try to trade for Von Miller. And I guess more people would subscribe. But it wouldn't be true. Thank you for subscribing to what we do here all day long. We got 1 million of them. The 75-member staff hard at work. We will be at the Mavericks game tonight. Of course, we'll be at the Star tomorrow morning. We'll have live reports tomorrow from the Star, including all the rest. Raindrops keep falling on my head. No BULLSH. Straight dope. Fish out.